Tehillim together, Tehillim 125. David the Melech says the following in Perek Kuf Chafei, Kapitel Kuf Chafei, Pasuk Gimel. Ki leyanuach shevet haresha al goiral hatzadikim. So the literal translation is, for the rod of the wickedness shall not rest upon the lot of the righteousness. So what does that really mean? The Gemara, excuse me, Masechah Sotah says the following. Amazing, revealing Gemara. Because this Tehillim is really speaking about how much do we trust Hashem. So the Gemara starts the following. Omar Rish Lakish, who was, and if you know the history of Rish Lakish, who was a Baal Tshuva, he was Mekov through Rabbi Yochanan, and he became one of the greatest giants of Shas, of the Talmud. So Rish Lakish would start the following. The Gemara says, Omar Shmuel bar Rav Yitzchak ki ave pasach Rish Lakish beSotah. When Rish Lakish started his shir on Sotah, on Masechah Sotah, Omar Hachi would say the following: Im mezavgina le'adam isha ela lefi ma'asav, which means a person's shidduch is going to be according to his actions. Shenemar, for it says this pasuk that David the Melech is quoting and teaching us. Ki lo yanuach shevet haresha al goral hatzadikim. So that means that the rod of wickedness is not going to fall into the lot of the righteous, meaning that everything is based on our person's actions. Hashem will be mezavig, will make the shidduch based on the person's action. Now the difficulty with this Gemara, of course, is that the Gemara even points out, we know that Rabbi Yehuda said there's 40 days before Yitziras Avlad, there's a baskol that goes out that says Bas Ploni LePloni. Seems to be all based on a whole different cheshbon, nothing to do with a person's actions, they're already decided. So the Gemara explains there's a difference between the Zivug Rishon and Zivug Sheni. What does that mean? The first marriage, the second marriage. Now, there's many different opinions, but what I think we could pull out from this Gemara is something very powerful. And that is that the Ribono Shel Olam, as we know, is mashgiach, as the Chovos HaLevavos teaches us, on every aspect of our lives. Especially Chazal go out of their way to point out in the Midrash and Parshas Vayetze, when it comes to Shidduchim. There's a cheshbon meduyak. That means everything is calculated, but there's something special that you can see, because really, what does that mean? Hashem is having everything is calculated. But here there's something special. Hashem says, if you look carefully, you'll see the shidduch. And when we say mezavgin adam, that there's a shidduch, it doesn't just mean the first initial meaning. It's a constant, the existence of a couple. You know, anyone that's married quickly learns that you can't be in pilot mode. I'm okay in the marriage and I don't need to work anymore. You're married, you're going to work in your marriage. And the second you start thinking, oh, things are good, and then suddenly there's a new storm, there's a new challenge. And the reason is because marriage is growth. Marriage is opportunity to get closer to Hashem. Marriage is the opportunity that we're learning here with David HaMelech to witness and to be able to see the fingerprints of the Ribono Shel Olam in every aspect of our lives. And that's something we could think about when we recite this Tehillim.